I'm here in the abandoned coal mine town of Erskine. I think that's the name of the town. Erskine or Costco. Well, I'm just at the edge of the abandoned town. I love the view here of the rocks and stuff along the water of this creek. I think this is Arbuckle Creek I'm standing on the banks of. That well spur dead-ended probably a few hundred feet from here. Well, originally, but says X pulled some of it up, but they didn't pull all of it up. We'll try to get down here and get a view, better view of the creek, and then we'll start heading back towards Thurmond. I'm here in my home county of Fayette County. I'm looking down here last year at the end of summer. There was hardly any water here. The creek is a little trickle and you could walk up there. Surprised Arbuckle Creek didn't dry up completely. Mill Creek stopped flowing. Sickle Creek stopped flowing. The two creeks near my house. Last year was a severe drought. This year not so bad. Although we need some rain, it's a little dry now. I think we're going to get a snowstorm this week here in a day or two. I might be wrong, but I think we're going to get snow. I'm filming this video on Saturday, November 21st, 2020. Something else I'll point out, rare to see this time of year. Japanese knotweed is not all dead yet. There it is there. It's been so unusually warm, some of it's still here. Most of these trees just lost their leaves in the past week or so. About a week ago, most of the trees down here still have plenty of leaves on them. Then we had that storm, we had the 40, 50 mile per hour winds. I think some of the winds were even stronger than 50 miles per hour. Then we had that heavy rain, and then we got a little bit of snow. I remember it's crazy weather because it's heavy winds. Then the storm came in with rain for a while. Then we had snow. Of course, didn't accumulate to anything. I think Oak Hill got like a dusting. Mount Hope didn't, and Beckley didn't get anything. Oh well. So that train trestle up there. The abandoned well spur dead ends on the inside of that tree. But I think it originally went. I think it originally went a few hundred feet past there. On the point where the coal temple loadout is. I think a train more than 20, 30 cars long wouldn't fit here. On this side. I think coal trains more than 20 coal cars. Would be hard to upload to load with coal where the temple is. Come down. The rock wall on the road. Guess that goes up. I climbed there about a year. I think I was here this time last year. I remember climbing up that embankment where the temple layout used to be. But back behind me, not far from here, is the end of the track. And straight in front of me is the loadout where they used to load the trains. There are a lot of the coal temples here. Now Erskine, as far as I know, never had any coke ovens. They basically load the coal straight from the train to the mine. It came straight out. Okay, it came straight out of the mine to the train. Is what I'm trying to say. You know, straight out of the temple and directly in the rail cars. Got a little tongue tangle there. But this thing's pretty cool. It's stone and concrete. And it's humongous. I think I went down there about a year ago and tried to get some pictures of this. It's got concrete on the top, but it's held together by stone. Now, and nature's carpet. Okay, this is a little high. It's a long way down. It's a good 30, 40 feet, maybe more down. Well, I wouldn't want to fall off that. And there's the rock walls. Stone wall goes all the way through here. Okay, I just passed the temples. There is a building up there on the other side of the train trestle. I think that trestle is closed off to the public, or it might be the next one over. It's closed off to the public. One of them, the National Park Service, is closed. Something I point out that I saw in the video the National Park Service done. These rock walls, they're held together. They sink, and they don't use mortar. They just put them together, and they put little tiny, smaller rocks that they wedge and hammer in place, like that one, for example. They call them sinks or something like that. That they actually hold the rocks together. They don't use any mortar or any concrete. They put them together and they take those little tiny ones and hammer in place and rest them in place. That's what the Italians did when they stonemasons did when they built a lot of these stone walls and rock walls. It's something I never noticed before, but there's a better example right underneath this carpet. Those little ones that they would hammer in place and force in there would hold all the bigger rocks in place. If I could focus the camera on them. I need to find a better place to point out what I'm trying to say. That's a new to me because I watched that video, Fox Service video, something I never noticed. I knew all this time that these stones they were stacked on top of something, but I always wondered how they never fell apart when they were stacked. But then I watched that video where they showed how that works. It's cool how they use the tinier rocks to rest the bigger ones in place, and then they get so tight they just stay. Now some places they did use mortar, brick and mortar. I think for the buildings they used the mortar, not to hold the rocks together, but I guess to keep the cold air, the rain and snow out, stuff like that. Because about that, the rain and snow and the cold air of winter would get in there in the hot, humid air of summer. There's some walls there. There's an old dam here. I thought there was a trail here. Okay, there was a trail here that led up over the dam. I don't see. Oh yeah, there it is. I think it's another train coming. I gotta head back to Thurmond and film a train or two. Obviously this trail's not used anymore. If I'm even on the trail, I don't know if I'm on the trail. I can't even see the trail. I think I'm on the trail. Apparently there's an old trail that goes up the mountain that's apparently not used anymore, I guess. Because I'm clearly not, or am I? I think there's the trail. That's an old trail, apparently. That's the old road. But I'm pointing out the two train trestles. Well, that one's washed away during the flood. The other one's still there. Makes sense because I bet I could see this lake full of water. The backside of the dam. There's a dam that's up at Berry too. Next time I go to Berry, I'm going to look for it. In plenty of Nature's carpet in the tunnel. You know, I'll be careful where I step here. I don't feel like walking the long way all the way back around that curve. So I'm going to take a shortcut. Oh, well, I just lost my water. I have to take it now. Oh, crap. We set the camera. No, never mind. Yeah. Oh, come on! Okay, that water's about to fall, I thought. Okay, I'm having a little hard time holding on to my bottle of water here. Don't know why I'm having that much trouble, but I am. Spiders. I hate spiders. At least they're not cave crickets. What's in other YouTubers' videos, those cave crickets will jump on you. That's a fun trip. Yes, I just done that just to have a little fun. Now I gotta climb back up the hillside. That wooden footbridge is pretty rotten anyways. I think that's pieces of the original train trestle, maybe. But I think about 9% of that is actually newer wood that the park service done. That was fun. Then we'll head back now. Yeah, I'm still on the trail. One thing was on my bottle of water is the side to run through the tunnel designed for water to flow through. I don't know how far down here this walkwall goes. I think it goes a little ways. I don't like following it though through the brush. So I'm going to take the steps back down. I think I'll wrap up the video on that trestle down here. Then I can go back to Thurmond and film a few trains that I know is coming. But I think this is the town Erskine, and the next town over is the town of Costco. Again, I might be wrong and I might going backwards. I'm looking. I know Russ runs over 2 miles away, and I don't feel like walking that far because I don't have enough money because I waited a while to get here. I was going to come here sooner, but I got distracted by this history documentary about the Titanic on History Channel and set my house an hour longer than I meant to. Buckle Creek, beautiful creek. Dunblue Creek's not far from here. And I'm glad the Dunblue Creek branch line is the one that's still active for the most part, because that's the one that goes past my house. Although I live in a very interesting area because I live right where the Dunblue Creek branch line and Sugar Creek spot are split up. So I have the abandoned stretch, rail yard and the abandoned stretch of the Dunblue Creek branch line on one side of my property, and the active Sugar Creek spot on the other side of the property. I think Killdozer. Ask Killdozer. Looks like Killdozer's been moved. That's the dozer I said on that day when I got caught in that insane rainstorm hit. I nicknamed it Killdozer because the movie Killdozer. And there's downtown Thurmond. Time for me to head back though.